Hello, welcome to the very first episode of Side by Side. I'm Nico Dunbar.
And I am Gabriela Avilés Arquiel, and I am Nico's mom.
On this podcast, we're going to be talking about, well,
Life.
our experiences with each other, our experiences through life so far.
Growing up together.
Yeah, and comparing them.
And comparing our lives, yeah.
Yeah.
And comparing our experiences, not our lives, because everybody has a different path, right? So
Yeah.
just for me, remembering where was I at 19 and trying to guide you through this new generation of 19 with social media and pressure from everywhere.
And it's been such a change, like life changes so greatly after high school.
Yeah, so before we get into the reasons why don't we tell them who we are, what we do, and our ages, maybe, so they know the difference?
Yeah, so would you like to go first?
Yep. So, like I said, I'm Gabby. Everybody calls me Gabby, and I am about to turn 50 next year. I am a gymnastics coach. I was a gymnast myself growing up in Mexico. Moved to the States and kept coaching. I also graduated from law school, but I follow a different path. And now here I am, raising a 19-year-old in a different country, in a different language, and, growing up with him.
Yeah. I'm Nico Dunbar. I'm currently 19. I just turned 19. I do music and media. I go to college for that. So I consider myself a college student, mainly, considering I have not taken off in any career right now. But this is where it starts. This is where consistency comes in, and we learn, we get good at this.
The more we do it,
Yeah.
So, why don't we talk about the reason why we decided to start this podcast?
Yeah, I mean,
That was the main reason. Like, why would we decide? Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I think the main...
For you as a
main...
okay.
My main motivation for this is it'll bring us closer. Mm-hmm. And I think it's time for me to get consistent with output, mm-hmm. with content output. I want to make content. I want to do media. I'm going to college for
media,
this, and I want to get good and consistent at it. And I think this is a wonderful opportunity to get closer to you and reach more people by doing so.
I think the main reason I say yes to this and throw it out there for you is because, besides the fact that I would like to, for you to know me in a different way, that's one. And also because I am sure you're not the only 19-year-old out there trying to figure out life, trying to figure out whether I'm going to go to this major in college or I'm going to change my major. You're not the only one. If you're going through that, there's plenty of other
people, yeah.
other kids doing the same thing. So just to put, to be at service in a way to show them that, hey, you're not alone.
Yeah.
There's many people going through the same thing.
I think any college kid who says they have it all figured out is... come on.
But some of them do. Some of them have, because they find their passion early. Yes, and good for them. Like, I was not on that boat. I went to law school and I thought that was my passion. But mostly now that I'm older, I realize that I did it because I know that I wanted to go to college, and I know that I just wanted to stay in school, and I got admitted to the university for law school, and I went through it, but I realized at the very end that was not my path. That my path was sports, mm-hmm. and that's how I switched careers. But I made the commitment to follow through. So yes, I know that I'm not going to do it, but I have to have this as a backup, just in case life doesn't work out. I can always fall back on something, even if I have to go back to school and revalidate some subjects, and then just figure out that way. But it's always good to have two options.
No, yeah. That is so scary to think about as a student starting college. Like, what if all of a sudden I have this change of heart and then I'm back to square one? Just all of a sudden. Like I get to my fourth year and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I did. I went to my fourth year and I was like,
and it worked out. And it worked out.
But I did do gymnastics while I was going to college. So even though I was pursuing a college degree, I was coaching gymnastics on the side. Mm-hmm. So I had two paths. And then, I never let go of one, mostly because it was a source of income and it was working. And yes, I loved it, but I never thought that this is going to be what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Even up to like probably my third year of college, I was so convinced that this is what I was going to do, like law. And then the last year is like, yeah, I'm fooling myself. This is not, I'm just doing it because it will be good income. I'm just doing it for the wrong reasons. I wasn't passionate about it. I loved gymnastics since I was a 6-year-old athlete. So it was just coming to the realization that this is the path that I want to do, and breaking the news to your grandparents. Like, yeah, I am not going to take the bar exam. So, I think I'm going to do something else.
How did they take that?
Your grandma said, I knew it. You should have just gone to sports science. I told you so. I think your grandpa was a little disappointed, but didn't have much of an opinion. I guess they knew that I was going to do what I was going to do. There was no convincing me like to take the test. I thought about it, but it was a lot of time put it into something that I knew in my heart that I wasn't going to do. So I'd really follow my heart. It's like, no, I know this is not going to work out. I'm just going to do what I think I'm at that point, what I think I'm good at. And I just went with it. But I jumped in with 2 feet, left the country and
big change.
Yes, and start learning, and that's what led me here. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And that's...
But I didn't think it was scary. I was more scared before, like, towards the end of college, I was more scared, like, what is my life going to look like? Probably what you're feeling right now. I felt it.
What's going to happen?
4 years, like you said, like, when you get to the fourth year and then, like, what am I going to do? I don't like my major. I have to switch. I felt more pressure for my, like, your grandparents were not putting any pressure on me at all. Never. It was more about me, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to succeed? How am I going to, make money? All these kind of things, like societal things, like, you never want to be a loser.
No, for sure. Yeah.
So you always want to do something, pursue something. I want to be a loser. Yeah. I just wanted to do something that was meaningful. And so, I had dreams that my teeth were falling off, and there was all that. It was bad. I was stressed out because I didn't know what I wanted to do. His graduation is coming, and I know that this is the path that I chose, but I don't love it.
You don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I just made a decision, saying, no, this is not what it is. This is not the way. So I did it, and I just became consistent. This is what I've been doing for, like, the 4 years of my career, like, college degree. I also did 4 years of coaching. So I had, like, almost the same experience, and I just chose one and just kept going and just educating myself and learning, and that became consistent. So I guess the name of the game is consistency. Find your passion and be consistent, and then doors will open. You'll start finding more and more and more opportunities because you're doing it with a purpose, and you're doing it because you love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Building a consistent habit is so hard. How did you get good at that? How did you become consistent? Did you one day where you just like,
no, never. Now? No, not at all, because I was already doing it. I did it because it was a job. I was doing coaching gymnastics because it was my job, and I enjoy it. So I just kept going and going and going.
So it naturally became consistent.
Yeah, naturally became consistent because I loved it. So it has never been a job.
Because you enjoy it.
Because I enjoy it. It's like a hobby that makes money for me. It makes money.
A hobby that is your income.
Yeah, that is my income. But I think that's the whole point, right? You have to love what you do, and then you find ways and opportunities start opening because you become good, and you don't even think about I have to be consistent about this. I never thought. I mean, I think about being consistent of working out now as an adult, but it's coaching. I never thought I have to be consistent. No, I literally dream about gymnastics and how to figure out routines, and it was just a passion. So we never felt like I have to do it, I must do it, I have to follow this path or else I'm not gonna. No, it has never been that way, ever. Never.
I feel like I have this warped view of consistency where it's on this day I do this, on this day I do this, on this day I do this. Like, today's a Monday. We're filming on a Monday. Every Monday we're gonna film. Every Tuesday I'm gonna stream.
That's discipline.
That's discipline.
That's different than being consistent. If you're disciplined about something, you become consistent, right? But discipline is that, okay? No matter what, I'm gonna get up at this time, and then that discipline to the years you become, or months, you become consistent about doing it. It's just something that you have to do no matter what. Like, you get up, you eat breakfast, if that's the first thing you do in the morning, right? You've been doing it for so many years as a discipline that it becomes consistent. Or you brush your teeth, right? You've been doing it for so many years, it becomes consistent. You don't even think about it, you just
happens.
Do it. Yeah, you just do it.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't
Never
think
thought about it like that.
I have to be consistent. No, because then you have to be disciplined. And that's one of the hardest things. Becoming disciplined is hard. Because you have your brain like, oh, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But then even on those days, that's when you have to like, nope, have to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, there is some days like, oh, I don't want to go to work. But like I go there and like, okay, I'm fine. Because whatever, because I'm tired or I'm feeling sick or whatever. Just for whatever reason. But once I'm there, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, but that's discipline. No, it's like you don't think about being consistent. I have to be consistent. No, it doesn't work like, and at least not for me. I don't consider that being consistent.
Yeah, I guess I've just.
Your concept of consistency.
My is different, I guess, or is not fully developed. I wouldn't consider myself a super consistent person at this time. I was.
But you are a very undisciplined person. Yes,
yeah,
I mean you are. You're not disciplined.
You're right.
Because you do things for a
short
little
time,
bit, and then
and they fade away.
Yeah, that's discipline. Because when you feel fading away, no, snap out of it, and then
get back into it,
and then becomes a norm, right? Like this is what you do. Yeah, you become consistent. That's discipline. That's a completely different story, and that's very hard. It's hard to be disciplined. Yeah, if you don't have anybody like cracking the whip, like you have to do it, you have to do it, you have to, right? It's just
it begins a very vicious cycle of trying new things and all of them failing, being undisciplined.
Of course, yeah, because you start something you never finish.
Yeah,
yeah, you never get to the point to see results, right? You can be disciplined about, for example, let's say working out. You be disciplined for 2 months, and then that's when you start seeing changes, right? You're starting to feel better. Your body muscular tone start changing. You feel good, and then something happened that breaks that habit or that discipline, and then it goes down. Right? Then you never see like the final.
What it could have been. What it could have been. The final product. What it could have turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks. That's tragic.
We just have to remind yourself, which is discipline, right? Snap out of it. Let's go. And also be true to your word. If you say you want to do something, just no matter what, and that also helps discipline. Like to yourself. Like it's not to anybody else. Like I promised myself that I'm gonna do this, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Right? Because if you promise somebody to do something, like a friend, boss, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you hold yourself to the same standard?
Why don't you do it for yourself?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people my age get lost in that and kind of lose their self-worth. I think is the only way I could put it is focus on other people and not themselves. There's a lot of people my age I know.
Yeah, I do feel that your generation is very focus on what how other people sees
think,
them.
Other people see them
From the because you've been seeing this in social media. Everybody sees that part of you. Huge. So what you think they're expecting from you, and that's not the reality. So then you're not being you, right?
Yeah.
You have to be you, and who cares who's watching?
Yeah, I just think I think a lot of people my age, care too much about that, and they become obsessed.
The looks.
Well, not just the looks, but with what people think about them in general. Like how do people feel about me doing this right now? What do people?
Okay, let's put it this way. Do you think that? If you think in that way,
that's not what I think.
But if your generation, but sometimes you do, obviously.
Well, of course I do. But for example,
okay. So what about the other people that the person that you're thinking? Oh, what is she thinking about me? Maybe she's thinking or he's thinking the same thing. Like, what is Nico thinking about me? Right? So it's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it is a vicious cycle.
I mean, it's stupid.
It's
just live your life and
who cares?
Who cares? Like, because you never know. You're not gonna go, hey, what are you thinking about me now? Yeah, unless you're gonna ask, right? maybe, and the answer might be like, I wasn't even looking at you. Like, who are you, right?
I haven't talked to you in
exactly. So you're so concerned about the perception of the people that you forget who you are.
You lose yourself. Yeah, you lose
forget
yourself.
who you are. Yeah. So that's what you have to remember. Like, if they like you, they're gonna like you. If they don't gonna like you, they're not gonna like you. And such is life.
And move on. Get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would be lying if I hadn't thought about what other people think about me. You know?
Well, I mean, I
think it's a very natural thing.
Yeah, it's a natural thing. Yeah, I have too. What do you think? But then for a split second, it's like whatever.
Yeah, it's learning how to brush it off and be like, whatever. Who cares? Who cares what these people think about me? Because at the end of the day, I'm making something for myself and not them.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's definitely how you have to see it. And if you're doing something and they're talking about you, good or bad, for the thing that you're doing, they're talking about you, right? Nonetheless, good or bad, if they're talking about you, it's because you're doing something, whether it's criticizing or saying good job. You're doing it. Mm-hmm. So you're taking action about something that you're passionate or that you want to pursue and see what happens, right? You're taking the step. So if they want to talk, okay.
Let them.
Okay, let them.
Let them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them.
So the whole point about doing this is to show these conversations to other 19-year-old, 20-year-old, like going through that transition. Like,
I can't be the only one feeling this way. There's no way I'm the only one feeling this way.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, we started this because I said, okay, this is going to be our therapy session. We're going to talk about life at 19 and how do you feel when you switch from high school and everything's easy and you have a consistency on like going to school for, since elementary all the way to high school is the same schedule, classes, blah, 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 all the same thing for how many years? And all of a sudden, boom, no what?
Nothing. It all ends.
It all ends. Yeah.
I felt a huge, overwhelming feeling of what do I do now? What is the next step other than going to college? Where did everybody go? You lose. I stayed in town for college. When you lose everybody that you knew in high school, it's like you're lost. You're lost. What do I do? And who do I find?
But it's the same thing when you go to college and you go to a new school and you don't know anybody, and then now you have to make new friends. It's the same thing. Yeah. You're just going to a community college where you have to do, new friends and start searching for your people, like people that has the same interests that you have, like for you will be music or media or broadcasting. People that is in that area and start looking until you find your people, and then that people becomes more people, and then you start. It's networking, right?
Yeah, it is. It is networking.
And my case was different because when I went to college, a lot of people that I went to high school with also went to law school, so a lot of my friends were the same friends, and I made new friends, and but I come from a, well, back then it was a small town, so everybody knew each other, so it wasn't like a big deal. So I didn't feel that much change because my friends were still there, right? And in Mexico, that back then it wasn't a norm that you leave for college. So normally you stay.
Yeah.
So now I think it has changed, but back then it wasn't like that. So yeah, so you just have to find your people. Like life doesn't end. Like if you go to a new school, you have to make new friends.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So
the other day, I drove by my elementary school, not my 3rd grade to 5th grade, but my 2nd grade when we first moved
Stono,
here.
yeah.
I drove right by and I was like, oh, that's so weird seeing where I started in this place and where I am now and what I'm doing and all the places I've been through. It's weird. Do you feel that way when we visit back home? You see your school and you're like, oh, look how far I've come.
Yeah. When I see it, like, oh, like good memories because it was growing up, right? But I still see like, oh, look, definitely don't want to come back.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back there, but it was great.
No, I had great memories, good friends. Like my friends were in high school, we're still, in touch once in a while. But that it's great memories, but that's all it is, memories. Right?
Yeah.
You grow up and you move forward, and that's that.
Yep, those people. Do you talk to anybody from high school?
Yeah. This is from high school, and then my friend is from high school. And now with social media, it's so easy to just hey and to see it. But then we talk and like catch up once in a while. Not consistent, but once in a while. Like years can go by, but we always pick up whenever we left off.
Yeah.
But very few.
I would say I'm surprised with the amount of people I have not kept in touch with after high school. I feel like I've reached out to some people, but a lot of the people that I went to school with in high school just kind of, it's like I don't even know them anymore. Not because we've drifted in friendship, just because I feel like there's a lot of people in high school. At least in my school, there's a lot of people. And I feel like I'm surprised that I have not kept in touch with them. If that makes sense. I feel like I would be like, oh, hi, how is this? And like nothing changes.
No, it changes.
Everyone has their own lives now.
Yeah.
And these people will become people who I probably won't even recognize on the street.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. It's really strange.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Like,
and this is not the only time that's going to happen. There's going to be people became close with now and people I'll forget.
Yeah, and some people, years. The people that is close to you, like your group of friends, like the ones that you grew up with, your neighbors, like those are always going to be there.
For sure.
Because that's your core. Some people in high school were just like, people that you met and that's it. Yep. So there's people that come and stay in your life, and even if you lose touch, you can always come back. Like, was your friend in Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah,
Alden.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's like
friends since preschool.
Yeah, and
you never pick up where we left off.
And you never lose touch. So I think there's a few people like that in your life that they're always gonna stay, and then others just they're for the moment, and then other comes because you grow up as person and they grow up as people and they move on, which that's normal. That's life.
Yeah, it is. It is normal. It's life.
It's different right now because you're in high school.
It just happened. It just happened. I feel bad sometimes. I feel bad.
Why?
Like, oh dang. Yeah, I don't know. Not like.
Not everybody.
Not like everybody, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like
no,
cares,
not everybody.
And honestly, they don't care either.
Yeah.
But
enough to
it's
to reach out.
It's like, oh dang. Like, I don't know. I knew these people a little bit. I had conversations with these people almost every day in high school.
Pass by. It just they weren't your friends. Like you weren't going to go tell your intimate.
They weren't. But they weren't. They weren't acquaintances though. I would consider them friends. I would consider them friends.
But you have so many friends. You make friends with anyone. Okay. So, I mean.
Yeah, but still, I feel like it's a bit. I wouldn't say saddening. It's just like, oh, what a bummer. What a bummer that I'm not gonna really remember this person after No, I'm serious though. I feel like There's so many people that you form a connection with in high school, and then it ends up becoming nothing.
Yeah.
Because you move on, and you
a lot
have
of them.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
I want to say that after high school, I talked to.
I mean, after high school, it was like, what, 6 months ago or whatever, 8?
Yeah, but in that time span, I talked to maybe 10 people from.
Dude, what do you need more?
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't need any more. I mean, maybe you do.
No.
I don't.
It's just a little strange that fast.
Well, you get busy.
Upon graduation, I feel like a lot of people were just like,
done.
yep.
Yeah,
I won't see you ever again.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
peace out.
Yeah, see ya.
Some people are like that. Some people just like they're counting the days like 2. Let's go out.
Yeah. That's what it felt like coming down to graduation. How'd you feel during graduation? Were you ready to?
No, because I was staying. I stayed in
Oh,
my
yeah.
town.
You stayed in town.
But going to college graduation, I was like, I can't wait to get out of this place. I don't belong here. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw myself there. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Yeah, graduation felt great for me. I was, see ya guys. I mean, I made close friends. It hurt to say goodbye, but overall, it was. I was so ready to be
but
done.
with your closest friends, you're still in touch.
Yeah, and a lot of them didn't even go to my school. That's a different school.
That's true. That is
true. Yeah, a lot of my close friends didn't even go to my school.
Yeah, and you see, you stayed in touch even through high school when you weren't even in the same school.
Yeah.
So, you see and that's life. So.
That is.
Yeah. So that's why we're doing that. So, where are we going? What are we trying to work towards?
Right now in life. Right now, I'm trying to work towards this and becoming consistent with this and
becoming disciplined
with this and then consistent with this
and then consistent.
But pushing this and trying to get it out there, and at the same time my first streaming day is tomorrow, which will be not tomorrow for viewers, but
yeah, you're gonna start soon.
That's going to kick off, and I know I'm gonna have a great time with it, and I know it's gonna be a bit, frustrating to get into the.
So what is the purpose? Like, what are you doing? What do you want to stream? What do you want to do this podcast? Why? Besides the fact that it's gonna be a good resume.
Oh, it's gonna be a great resume. Going to school for media, I think it's gonna be very beneficial. Getting the experience early. But also because it's something that I enjoy. And when I was in middle school probably, and I did a podcast.
Yeah, that I just found out
like
a week ago.
Yeah, you just found out about 2 weeks ago. I did a podcast with my close friend.
You and Jay Daly with a little tiny voice.
Our tiny voices.
They haven't even changed your
school.
voice. Yeah, your voice didn't change. Yeah.
All right.
It was like a tiny little voice.
That was really fun. I had such a good time with that. And then I tried to do another podcast, and everything just fell through. No one could make it. There were too many people on it.
Yeah, too many. I remember that.
Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen. But it's so fun. It's so fun recording, and I think a key to something like that is finding a partner or someone to work with who's just as in it as you are.
Of course,
is why
it's like anything.
This is going to be a super fun experience because we're both in it. And for Twitch, for streaming, not just Twitch, I stream on TikTok and everything. That was something I did my freshman year, unprofessionally. Right now it won't be professional, but just because I was bored. And I had a great time. I had a great time interacting with people who would come in and watch my streams, and I'd react to the comment section. And that's different because it's live, it's happening right there. And I always love an audience. And so when people watch me do things, it's great. So I'm doing that because it's something that I've been wanting to get back into, and I think now is a great opportunity, a new beginning to
a new start. Yeah, for sure. Also, beside the fact that we know that there's more 19-year-olds trying to figure out and thinking they're like late to the game or they don't know what to do. and maybe trying to guide it. It's also, I think it's a great experiment because this is gonna stay recorded forever.
It's like a social, like a public journal.
Yeah, it's a public journal. So when I die, you can show this to your kids and say, hey, you can get. I mean, it's great if you think about it. It's just gonna stay there, and then they can get to know me, or know us in a different
through
a podcast, which is, I think that's really good. Yeah. So, and help. It's hopefully
advice, learning.
I don't want.
Whether it's indirect
advice. Yeah, I don't want to advise anyone because we're just talking and trying to. I'm advising you as my son,
right?
But I'm sure that there's other people that have
those questions.
They have the same questions.
Or going through the same.
Yeah, and
same
if you just can
listen
and hopefully relate, or you just want to listen to a conversation between a 19 and a 50-year-old, then it will be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What kind of podcast do you listen to right now?
Oh, I listen ever, but mostly about personal growth and how do you vibrate, a lot of energy, like how do what do you project, what do you attract, like that kind of podcast, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, anything that uplifts you, a lot of meditation and gratitude.
Yeah.
That's what I've been listening to. And then on other days I listen to Spanish ones. There's funny and like mindless.
Yeah, I hear you laughing.
It's just funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then I listen to Joe Rogan sometimes. They have some good.
I mean, that's got to be. Geez, Joe Rogan has the top grossing podcast. One of the.
Yeah, Spotify. Yeah. So I listen to a bunch, but mostly about just personal growth. How about you?
Healthy.
Yeah,
well,
healthy.
I listen to honestly, the podcasts I listen to are very mindless. I listen to Distractable, which is a YouTuber, Markiplier.
Yeah.
It's funny. I hope people watching this know who Markiplier is. And me explaining this to you.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you have no idea who that is.
No idea.
Grew up on his videos. It's him and two of his friends, Bob and Wade, and they play games and they compete, and whoever wins hosts the next episode. Is the gist of it.
Yeah.
And they always go on side tangents, and they always have a brief discussions before the game starts on where they are in their life and what's going on. And sometimes those conversations are not applicable, but just kind of a look into their life as professional content creators.
Yeah.
So and that interests me. Just the difference in life and how they manage and what they do.
So what can they expect from this podcast then? Because I listen to completely different things that you listen to. So
well, I think combining our ideas, they can find some enjoyable. All the content will be enjoyable. We'll
topics.
Great discussions. I think we'll have some laughs, some good funny topics as well. So on top of the serious and more down to earth, heart to heart discussions, we can always lighten the mood and.
Okay. All right.
Have a fun time. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great time.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our first episode, and we will see you
next time
in the next one.
Bye.